Hello everyone, we are back with more FF14, drawing ever closer to Endwalker. These last three quests have taken the better part of an hour so far, and we've only finished one of them. Lots of dialogue. Ah, welcome, brave ones and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting. It's been a while since we last spoke. Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? No, be at ease. It is true that these ones once delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned one, Kanisana, said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telephoroi. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one? And in quite a hurry, it seems. LSA, you must come quickly! What's the matter, Alpha? No, don't tell me. You couldn't read my handwriting? What? No! A Twin Adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Sharlayan has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the Forum? We shall know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend an audience with the Elder Seedseer. I want to point out that Alphino has a link pearl, and he could have called her. Really? I can see why they might want Silence to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Fortuno Levier. Your father? Well, now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be a surprise enough, but him? Quite. I gleaned from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members, unless he volunteered for it? It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but he's always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, I loathe that I am to cut our visit short. We must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies, along with my report. It gets rained on. And ruined. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go! The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer even awaits us even now. Let us be on our way. But they wanted you to. Why do I have to go? I'm not even dating Alphino and Allison, and they want me to meet their parents. Super rude. I think there's just some giant gnats just hanging out at the front of this town. Game over, you did survive. You fought the juggling and you lived. However, you did not catch Gulpin, which happens to be Vector's favorite Pokemon. There's a lot of NPCs here for once. Welcome, Warrior Light. The Elder Seedseer and your friends are waiting within. Jeremy, do you hang out at the Lotus Stand in real life? After all this time, it'll be good to see my father, even if it is at an official meeting. 99 may seem like a rather lot of members, but before the Forum was founded, every person of age in Sharlayan was given equal say in its governance. Many of the institutions that are still active today are established by the people's vote, not least the Studium, as Alice and I were constantly reminded during our time there. It is an example of what can be achieved through absolute democracy. During my time in Sharlayan, I heard much of Fortuno Levier. He is a gifted speaker, known amongst other things for the uncompromising application of foreign policy. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortuno's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Kryle permission to request Sharlayan's aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of the reply may be, we shall soon discover.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisoix, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life. Who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Better to fight and fail than wait for the axe to fall. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. It is in your power to save us. Refusing you condemn us all. We'll say the second one because that's what Lewis would have said, did say.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alize, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What? Father!
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait!
Don't bother, Alize!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
As you can see, Fourcheneau is a bit of a sack of shit. It is we who walk the path of ruin. Time will tell. In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum went so far as in order to order the abandonment of an entire city-state. The refusal to aid us now, I am sorry to say, entirely consistent with their historical proposition or position. So that's what he came here to say? That we are all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? And as for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision, to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that would possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little. For it is not only Master Fourcheneau who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. The decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel as they are wont to do? Oh look, they remembered they have link shells. . Miro, has Master Fourcheneau arrived yet? Then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say they ignored every word I said on the subject without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Foshinal's performance. When he said they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me they're not as unconcerned about the Telophori as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find the way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here. When the time is right, of course. I'm aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife's edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. I've always wanted to visit Sharlayan. And so you shall, albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations gave me cause to hope, yet if these deeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible that Sharlayan hides some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must need confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophori. Even with the fall of Eorzea all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fall? Alright, let's take this Zephyr. Alright. Death unto Dawn. Okay, this is the final quest of Shadowbringers, guys. While Sharlayan's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, walking ones. Grave tidings! And calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones went to see feathered ones send terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zelf Atoll. Destroying ones and captured ones, and even frightfully godly ones. Feathered ones didn't stand a chance and were flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through, and continued on west. Feathered ones did not fight, were left unharmed. West, that would be Kurthus. My lady, the Ishkardians report that the Telophori have emerged from the eastern highlands of Kurthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose is yet to be determined, the Cardinal Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Emmerich has already dispatched his forces and requested our immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to strew upon our misfortunes. Come, friends, let us make for haste for Cartno. Wait, this one I almost forgot. Destroying ones are said to be led by cackling robed one. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Defend Daniel? Who else? It was only a matter of time before the grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cardno. Pray, see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady. Let us away. Alright, now we get to speak with Alphino. Hi, Mira. You look absolutely comfy there. Alright, let's go to the Carline Canopy, which is closest to this. Hey there, Alphino. Cordola. Mira, Utsi Cordola here has come all the way to Gardania to find us. I've explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, and it'll be over soon if you shut up and come with me.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alphino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alphino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
We carry the dreams of the many, we'll carry yours too. We'll be sure to give your regards to the Talaforoi. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet. We carry the dreams of many, we'll carry yours too.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
If there's a way Jeremy can fight his friends, he'll find it. I rather doubt that Fodola obtained the Chirurgeon's permission before bringing out Arnvald halfway across the realm, and so he delivered a message at that. They both should have known better, but what's done is done, and I will not soon forget his words. After Plagueton, I had assumed that Telophroi would continue to target settlements, but it's plain they considered Zelfatol a mere obstacle on the road to Cardinal. What then draws them to the flats? We must keep a close eye on their movements. Alright guys, we're gonna take a break here and then we'll come back for possibly the final part of this stream. I honestly thought we'd get to Endwalker today, but this is much longer than I thought. But yeah, we'll be right back.